Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst at Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report. Without further ado, let's take a look on the markets. Let's try to find decent trading occasions. So, what is happening now on the market, and this is pretty interesting, is a risk on mode on stocks. But usually when stocks are going higher, gold should go lower, but in this case, stocks are going higher, indexes are going higher, but gold is also climbing higher. This is interesting situation. And before I will show you stocks, which I showed on the Trading Sniper video, I will show you gold. So what is happening here is the price made new long-term highs and is still pushing higher. So it's not like we do have a new highs and then a reversal. Okay, this reversal is significant, but then we had another attempt, another reversal. So it's like price is still putting pressure on those areas, and buyers are still controlling the situation, even despite the fact that we have long heads here. Obviously, this can result with a reversal, but sell signal, I think that the sell signal will be triggered only when the price will break this horizontal support. So not even this dynamic support, because it's very steep and the price can break it, but breakout of the orange line will be a signal to sell. And as for now, we do have a very positive sentiment for gold, and the price should be aiming higher. That is no surprise that we have a kind of a stop right now, because we are under crucial long-term resistance. As you can see, highs from 2016 and 17 and 18. So there is no surprise that the price is hesitating around this area a little bit. Now crude made this double bottom formation, but after the double bottom formation on this horizontal support, price is also trying like a head and shoulder pattern, or well, it's irregular, but let's say it's a left shoulder head and a right shoulder here. What is important here is that the price is trying to break the dynamic resistance, but in this case, more important for the buy signal will be the horizontal resistance here on 54.5. So as long as we stay below this area, there is no buy signal, but price closing a day above the orange line will be an invitation to go long. On hourly chart, you can see a little bit better this inverse head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder head and right shoulder. Again, maybe it's not the prettiest one, but still it should be respected. Now indices where we do have a risk on mode, so traders are looking for risky investments. They are buying shares, they are buying stocks, they are buying futures for the indices, and it can be clearly seen here. What S&P 500 created was a small flag, but in this case it was more of a channel up formation or a pennant. This happened after a strong upswing, so it was promoting an upswing too. With this breakout of the upper line of the pennant, we do have a buy signal, and the price should be aiming higher. The price should continue the upswing. That's what the technical analysis is telling us. So maybe we will soon see 3,000 points on S&P 500, which would be huge. DAX is also having a party, let's say, a bullish party. What is happening here is that we broke the horizontal support here. That was a false breakout, and since that the price is only going higher. We broke the upper line of this correction. Then we made a smaller correction, which was a flag. We broke to the upside. We came back above the long-term uptrend line, so we came back above major supports, and we are having new local highs, and we are very close to the long-term highs. The sentiment on DAX is definitely positive. Now, brother from UK, FTSE, Situation here is pretty similar. So recent situation is pretty similar. So the flag and the breakout to the upside flag. Before the flag was created, the trend was positive. As you can see here, the price is going higher, flag, and then the price is going higher. So it all looked good. All looked traders were anticipating this, but situation before this was very interesting. So what we had here since March, the price was creating a head and shoulder pattern. So left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. We broke the neckline of the head and shoulder pattern. Here, left shoulder, head, and right shoulder neckline. We broke the neckline. That was a legitimate sell signal, but it stopped on a horizontal support. Price came back above the neckline, and as soon as the price came back above the neckline, the false breakout was estimated, right? So we all knew that there is a false breakout here. False breakout is a strong signal in the opposite direction, so the price did not go lower, the price went higher, then created this flag that we mentioned before, then we broke the upper line of this flag, triggering a buy signal. So this is a great example of a false breakout pattern here. I love false breakouts. False breakouts are strong signals to trade, but in the opposite direction to the breakout, right? American dollar to Japanese yen. Recently, on Monday, Tuesday, we are talking about this breakout of this lower line, that it will bring us a sell signal. It did bring us a sell signal, but again, we warned you about this. Look at this. This is long-term horizontal support. It all started in 2009, 10, 11, 12, and then 16. That is a head and shoulder pattern. Left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. So in order to get the sell signal here, we need to see at least like a week closing below this line. And that will be a great long-term trading opportunity, only not if the negative swaps, because selling this pair would mean buying dollar, selling Australian dollar. So you would get negative swaps for this, but yeah, that's the situation. Like long-term traders can think about selling after we will have the week closing below this line, because for the past few years we didn't see a week closing below. Actually, we can here, yes. In order to get the long-term sell signal, we need to see the week closing below this orange line. Now Bitcoin is still going higher, still positive. The next target is on 50% Fibo here. New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar, you remember my short position opened here, closed here, then a correction, then the price made new lows, fair enough. But currently I would be too scared to sell, because why? Because we are above horizontal support here. It's not the wisest idea to buy above the support, so one should wait for the breakout first, because that can easily be the reversal pattern. What pattern? Well, it's up to you how you will name it. It can be double bottom, or head and shoulder, left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. Doesn't really matter. What matters is that breakout of the black line will bring us a midterm buy signal. Breakout of the lower green line will bring us a signal to sell. Dollar index, I think without a history, dollar index on a weekly chart has an inside bar. It all depends from the breakout. If we'll break to the downside, if we'll close a weekly chart, weekly candlestick below the blue line, that will be sell. Price closing a week above the yellow line, that will be buy. Euro dollar is having a negative situation here. That was expected. We said that the false breakout above and this horizontal support most likely will give us a sell signal the price is going lower, so the chances of reaching this pink support are quite significant. Now American dollar to Canadian dollar. Yesterday it was very positive, but as you can see we are going lower, and now I don't want to say that it's a bit surprising, but it would be much better for the technical situation if the price went up. What is here, that's a false breakout pattern, so according to the technical analysis we should see a further upswing here after this false breakout. In the longer term we should see the upswing. In the short term, yes, fair enough, we can see the drop. Australian dollar to American dollar, here trading without a history actually. American dollar to Swiss franc, as you can see I had a position here, I have a position here which was bought here. Stop loss is already on stop profit, so I can make 200 euros. It was around 1000 euros here, but now the price is having a reversal, which actually can be dangerous for my position. As you can see we are breaking this lower line of this correction, so there is a downswing, correction, downswing, correction, downswing. I'm very happy that I'm protected already, so I don't have to be worried about the future price movements. Obviously it would be nice to see a further upswing, but my stop profit is below first horizontal support. Once the support will be broken, I will be taken out of the position. Let me also check the Fibos here. Slightly above 38.2. I could move it a bit lower, but instead of using Fibos, I'm using this, let's say, weekly lows. So as you can see, my stop profit order is below weekly lows. Once the price will make new weekly lows, I'll be taken out of the position. Now British pound, Swiss franc, here no good trading opportunity. Euro to Polish zloty, my local currency. So what we had was a breakout of the symmetric triangle here, and then the price is having a correction. I think the target for this movement is around here, 427. Let's say this is Fibos 38.2. Yes, the price can go to here 4.27, let's say 3. This is the first target for this upswing. Euro to Swiss franc. Euro to Swiss franc does not have anything interesting, but American dollar to Japanese yen has. This is from the trading sniper video from yesterday. So downswing correction, downswing correction. This is a beautiful flag. What I would like to show you here is that this flag is happening on a long-term uptrend line, actually long-term upper line of the symmetric triangle pattern and breakout here. So price closing a week below this line will be a crucial signal to sell. As you can see, we had an attempt to break it yesterday, but the price is still holding higher. But really I would keep my eye on American dollar to Japanese yen, because price closing a day, actually let's make it like this, price closing a day below the orange line would be a super strong long-term sell signal, but obviously against swaps too. By selling here you would have negative swaps, which would not be good in terms of the carry trading for this long-term setup, but lines and dots are suggesting that we may have a further drop here, which would be against the carry trading. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this daily analytical report. No nonsense, we're just focusing on important stuff, on good setups. We're not making up any stories fundamentals, just pure lines, dots, and pure price action. Thanks very much, guys. See you next time on our trading sniper videos, daily analytical reports.